wanted to talk about involving this joyous car is check engine light. I have solved all the variables in this car. So, with that said, I'm just going to explain to you the entire situation behind the car. So, as you can see, there's a check engine light. It says I have 1 billion miles on it, etc. So, I got this car May 25th, 2021. It came with the camshaft and some headers. I guess that's about it or whatever it's done. And long story short, you don't put a camshaft in the car, a bigger camshaft in the car, a non-DOD camshaft in the car without upgrading the proper things first. So you would need to do the DOD delete or AFM delete, whichever one your car has or how it's worded. But here's how the car works. So the car has an upgraded camshaft. The camshaft has too much lift, of course. For the stock DOD lifters, they have a spring on the bottom of them. That's for the fuel management system. So basically, when you do the DOD delete, it's what voids your warranty and it lowers your car's miles per gallon MPG basically. That's why you see people with the plates that say what's MPG. That's basically the rest of the thing. You have to do the delete. Otherwise, if you put the camshaft in the car, yeah, it'll work, but in about 20, 30K miles, your car's gonna start to have issues with the back of it. Mine has a collapsed lifter on cylinder 6, which means the lifter with the spring, they're only on specific cylinders anyway, which is why the other ones haven't fucked up, I'm assuming. So it's only on specific lifters. So when you get the kit, the full kit with lifters that have a warranty on them is $1,200. You can upgrade the kit, and like the maximum for the kit that will fix my car is $1,500. So the first thing I thought to myself was, what the fuck am I paying certain? What would I pay them $6K for? You need $4K in labor? Because if I do the Texas Speed kit, it has the option to use the current camshaft that's in this bitch if it's not damaged at all, or the fuck out. Or you can get a non-DOD stock camshaft. So the camshaft that should be in my car that's not in my car, I can get that put in my car and basically downgrade myself to where it's normal. Or you can just basically you can put the like the thing. My problem is that I don't know. I'm assuming the person didn't, but I don't know if they put the upgraded springs and push rods in. I'm assuming they didn't, which means it's just another fucking fail point waiting to fucking happen. So the springs you give out too much lift, and what? Like that's like the gist of it is too much lift. Too much lift ruins everything. But yeah, that lady always looks at me weird. She does. But delivery person, I refuse to deliver anybody that's fucking phone. But anywho, too much lift ruins the shit. So if you get a car that's got a camshaft in it, they didn't update the other parts, you got to get that shit fitted yourself. So my goal is to get the Texas Speed kit and then get, I don't know if the camshaft is damaged, but I figure I might as well just correct the power altogether. So I have two possible routes I can take. If the camshaft that's in this motherfucker isn't damaged to where I need to replace it, then I could just do the torque converter. The torque converter will get this fucker to act normal instead of being a belligerent fucker whenever you put on the brakes, because it likes to push you the brakes. And I remember I did the camshaft work like a year ago where I got the details from the dude at Circle D. He gave me all the information. I just didn't understand it back then. A year later, I understand it. I understand what it means now. I understand all that shit. The stall speed is basically the fucking RPMs that you wanted to stall at. So you see those numbers over there, the 0, the 1, 2, the 3, blah, 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 blah. That's when you get the like the stall. The stall is like when it shifts gear, so it's going to shift gear at 3,200. Basic shit. It's just like I guess I was too stoned to comprehend it when it was talking to me. I understand it all now. And it says it's 90 degrees outside. But yeah, I have to get the Texas Speed Kit, which costs about $1,200. But see, that's the thing. I was going to get some lifters, some solid lifters that cost $1,200. Where it's like, oh, you can just get the kit that comes with lifters that have a fucking warranty on them. The full kit will fix my car. Like, if I get them to if I just get the kit, this is the cheapest route where I just pay the $1,200, get the kit, have it put it in my car. There's a 97% chance that will fix my car. My shit will still punch through. It will be what I'm used to, but it won't be I can't rev, I can't speed, I can't do anything. Like you can't really push my car because you have to trigger cylinder 6. Like you can, like if you know how to gas it, then you won't trigger cylinder 6 and then it's bullshit. But if you do trigger cylinder 6, it's a little irritating. But basically, that's where I am. I know how much it costs to get the car fixed. I know what needs to be done to the car, and I know all the paths to make this car whole again. I figured all of it out myself. After Serpentini told me that I was right about the collapse lift or whatever, it's just like, all right, what do I really need you guys for? So it's $1,200 to technically fix this thing. Like they apply the fucking Texas Speed Kit to my car, put it back together, maybe clean out the engine a little bit, and it should be perfectly fucking fine. The check engine light should go away. I should have my remote start back. I should be able to drive like a normal person. But I want to put a new camshaft with a full kit in. That way, not only do we fix the initial issue, we get the good lifters, we get the valve springs and the push rods because they come with the kit that the person didn't put in the first time. It corrects all that shit. So in case should something else want to break or go wrong, and then they're gonna fix all the spark plugs and extra shit. So it seems like that's the best option. I just have to figure out how I'm gonna get it done. Come up with the money because again, if you didn't see my previous video, DoorDash is effectively paying us half of what they paid us last year. So last year, we could make anywhere from $700-800 a week. You're not pulling that this year. There is not fucking possible in this market unless you want to go through all of this shit. And even then, you're going to end up spending at least what? You got to double the gas. That's like $400 or $500 of gas. So it's not going to be worth it. No matter how you do it, no matter how you split it. Unless they change something, it's not worth it math-wise. But I need to come up with about $4,000 down from 6 to completely fix my car. I want to get Texas Speed Kit, camshaft, the new rockers, and the new valve cover. I might be forgetting one thing. Because it's the Texas Speed Kit, the camshaft kit. It's like five things that I need to buy for this fucking car. The camshaft kit costs $1,200. The Texas Speed Kit costs $1,200. The camshaft kit costs $777. The rocker arms cost like $631. The billet valve cover costs $679. Oh, and the torque converter costs $1,300. That's what I'm getting, the torque converter. Because if you want the good torque converter, you have options. You can get the cheap one that might break under pressure. Like again, a lot of these parts they break under lift, force, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's too much force for the shit, it will break. Like the girl who had the G8 that I wanted to buy, she said the torque converter that I showed them back in June of 2021 broke in the G8. And the G8 is less powerful than this. So I was like, no, I had to ask you like what's the next step because I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit to break again. I was like, shit breaking is what it's like a hidden fear. I hate it when this shit breaks. It's like I didn't think this shit. I thought the car was all right, but then again, I assumed somebody knew what the fuck they was doing. I have it all stapled down, so if I come up with the one kit, I get it fixed, or it will be drivable. Well, I would have come up with a kit that basically makes it not only drivable but upgraded. I would have come up with there made the car completely drivable. Last two are just peace of mind upgrades. They can wait. But if I get Texas Speed Kit, basically the DOD, delete that bullshit, move those shit ass lifters and lifter tray for my shit. We get the camshaft kit for the springs, rods, and the new camshaft, and then we get the torque converter. That makes this car whole. The car will be 100% whole. I mean 100%. I mean, yeah, sure, the stock rockers suck, and the stock trunnion kit and the rockers suck, and the stock valve cover sucks, but you can always do that later when you get some extra money, because I can do that shit myself. I know that the torque conversion for the rockers is 22 foot-pounds, so as long as you know that, as long as you can do the rocker arms your fucking self, and as long as you got the gaskets for the cover and the RTV, I think when you buy the cover, it do come with the gaskets itself, so it would be, you buy the rocker arms, and you buy the cover, and then you just do the shit. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to go back into the fucking house, because it's hot as hell out here. My car seems like it's alive. People keep looking at my shit. And it's just gonna sit here. Like, I'm not driving this shit for DoorDash. Hell no. We're making half money, dude. Why would I drive this for them if they're only paying me like $350? It's like, it don't make sense to even look at this car for them. I'm like, you want me to drive this car for you? You're gonna have to start paying me at my old fucking rate where I can actually support buying gas and all this extra shit. Because right now, I'm barely able to support gas up the Accord. Barely. That thing gets $20, $25 in gas every day or every other day, depending on if she actually has to drive it back and forth to her shitty morning job. But yeah, that's it for me. DoorDash sucks. Servitini sucks. People always trying to rip you off of cars, making you learn shit.